is SportsCenter All Night. Here's Chris Lewis. SportsCenter All Night on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Progressive Insurance. Get a business insurance quote online in as little as 6 minutes. Visit progressivecommercial.com. Half-hour headlines on SportsCenter All Night. Aaron Judge hits a league-leading 21st home run and a Yankees win. NBA Finals Game 2, Sunday night, San Francisco. And Colorado takes a commanding 3-0 series lead over Edmonton in the Western Conference Final.
Just keep away now for the Avalanche. Cogliano for Manson. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The Avalanche are now 6-1 when allowing the first goal in these Stanley Cup playoffs. And Pavel Francouz is undefeated. He allowed a goal on the first shot of the game. Strong ever since. The Avalanche fight back, and they find a way. They have taken a 3-0 series lead here in the Western Conference Final over Edmonton by winning Game 3 with a score of 4-2.
Summed it up greatly on Altitude 92.5. Colorado up 3-0 in the series. They have won all 6 of their best-of-7 series in franchise history when leading 3-0. Meanwhile, you heard that there was a goal scored on the first shot. That was Connor McDavid for Edmonton scoring a goal, 30 points this postseason, most by an Oilers skater in a single playoff year since 1990. For the Avalanche, they came from behind after that goal. 7th comeback win of the 2022 Stanley Cup playoffs, most in the NHL. First period of this game, also noteworthy because of this.
It's now Ranson in a big cross-check, and that's going to be a penalty. Kane just smoked Nazem Kadri into the boards, and that was a dangerous play. Kadri is crumpled on the ice. 1:06 gone by in the first. And Bob, Edmonton, in my estimation, at live speed, will be lucky if this is not a 5.
I'm with you. I think he's getting a major penalty here, Jack. I mean, he got all of them.
Indeed it was. 560 WQAM. Evander Kane with the hit on Avalanche star Nazem Kadri. Caused Kadri to leave Game 3 with an injury and get hit from behind by Evander Kane. Kane was given that 5-minute major for boarding with that cross check into the boards. That was just a minute and 4 seconds into Game 3. Reaction after the game from Avalanche wing Gabriel Landeskog.
I was on the bench, but I don't like it. You know, those are the ones that kind of gives you the chills down your spine, and it's you're taught from a young age that you don't do that, and especially in that distance from the boards. So it's a dangerous play, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm sure they'll take a look at it.
Avalanche lead the best of 7, 3-0. Game 4 is Monday in Edmonton at 8 o'clock Eastern time. This is SportsCenter All Night. Chris Lewis with you here on ESPN Radio. NBA Finals continue Sunday night. Game 2, Celtics-Warriors, San Francisco at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC and ESPN Radio. Game 1 marked by a big Boston comeback. They overcame a 12-point deficit heading into the fourth quarter of Game 1 and outscored the Warriors 40-16 in the final frame en route to a 12-point win. Now, recent trends point towards a bounce back for the Warriors in Game 2. Home teams that lose Game 1 are 14-3 in Game 2 in Finals history. The only Finals team to fall down 2-0 with both games at home are the 1995 Magic against the Rockets and the 93 Suns against Michael Jordan's Bulls. Now, the Warriors, 4-0 following a loss this postseason, have outscored teams by 14.5 points per game in those wins. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, they combine to average over 50 points, 9 threes per game, and those 4 bounce-back wins. Steph Curry, excellent first quarter in Game 1, 21 points, 6 of 8 from 3. Most points in a quarter in a finals game since MJ back in 93, talking about that series against the Suns. However, Curry did cool off and scored just 13 points and only 1 3 the rest of the way. And received some criticism from ESPN's Max Kellerman on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
You cannot bit the shed at home in the finals in the fourth quarter. Can't happen. However, it seems to happen to this Steph Curry dynasty out of proportion. Now,
Oh, my.
He was lighting it up in the first quarter, lighting it up. I'm not saying he won't do it. I believe he will. I believe he'll do it. But I count, like, these things
So
things
what are
matter
you
to
saying
me.
then, Max?
I'm saying Steph did not come through in the fourth quarter, and as a result, like, when your superstar can't get it done, guess what? Sometimes you blow fourth quarter leads at home.
Well, ESPN analyst Tim Legler has a theory on why Steph dropped off.
First of all, they had some massive communication issues at the beginning of the game, Boston. I mean, they let him walk into a one. They had 2 miscommunications on switches.
Wide open.
So they corrected that. They got long on him in physical. And I actually think he looked kind of tired to me the last 6 minutes. I just thought he was a little bit gassed. I guess, that's a tough defense to go up against. And he wasn't getting any relief from his other guys, Clay and Jordan Poole in particular. So he starts to press a little bit, force the issue against that length. That's a difficult thing.
Well, on Canty and Carlin, ESPN NBA writer Kevin Arnovitz had a much more simple explanation.
I think they went cold. And this happened in a sense that the Celtics, got hot and hashtag analysis there. Listen, we forget Boston has the top defense in the league. They are extremely good at ball pressure. They made a decision also to really pressure Draymond Green. There's always this debate with non-shooters. Do you give them space, or do you really go up and pressure them pass? Because they're such good passers, and they're so good at executing offense that you need to kind of cover them as if they were a shooter. Their creation might not come from their range, but it comes from their vision. And I think that was a really big